Biscuit Sailor Uniform. I'm also a character in Al Noah Zero, and I'm the narrator of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Such a great show. Who in here are video gamers? Awesome. So you can hear a lot of my work in video games as well. You can hear me as Richter Belmont in Castlevania. You can hear me as Martial Law in Tekken. Yeah. What's up? You can hear me as T-Hawk in Street Fighter, Jin Kisaragi in Hakumen in Blaze Blue. And let's see, I know there's a big one I'm leaving. Oh, Smash Brothers. Who here's playing Smash Brothers? I was so stoked to reprise my role as Robin from Fire Emblem Awakening in Super Smash Brothers. So that's awesome. And I get to play a major role in it, but I did, just the fact that my name is now associated with this franchise, I geeked out. I'm in Star Wars Battlefront. Anybody playing that? Awesome, you can hear me as the Rebel Alliance. Yeah, I know. Literally, I go to the booking, and it was so top secret that it was codenamed White Shark. Why? I don't know. But I get there, and I'm like, okay, White Shark video game. And so I go up, and I get behind the microphone, and they're like, Dave, you know what you're here for, right? And I'm like, White Shark? And he goes, I'm going to show you a movie. And all of a sudden, they put up the original Star Wars, and I was like, whoa! So excited to be a part of that. Well, this is my first Ichibancon, and I'm absolutely thrilled to be here. So many thanks to the staff for inviting me at the last moment to come out here. It's my first time in Concord, North Carolina. So I'm thrilled to be here. I'm thrilled to meet and see you guys. Can you see me, or do you prefer if I'm behind the table in the light? Because there's not a spotlight right here. Doesn't matter? You like it behind the table? Okay. So you can see my beautiful bald head? Better? Yes? Okay. Okay, so I guess this is technically a Meet David Vincent. And what the format that I'm going to do with that is I'll just take questions from you guys. What do you want to know about me? Who does my hair? Gillette. You know, what do you want to know about the industry? What do you want to know about acting? What do you want to know about Los Angeles, anime? Anything you want to know, you go ahead.
What's the best place to start, getting into the voice acting industry?
Best?
How do you make connections? How do you get an agent? How do you what's just the basics?
I'm going to tell you. Before I tell you, are you guys here tomorrow?
Yeah.
I do a panel called David Vincent's Voice Acting Tryouts. And it is really, really fun because I get to torture you. And then I kill you. You have to get death yells. But at any rate, so best way to get your start. I'll tell you how I got my start. There's no one way to it. But I'll tell you how I got my start. I moved to New York City. I got my degree in journalism from University of Colorado. I moved to New York City, and I was doing stand-up, sketch comedy, lots and lots and lots of theater. And I was doing a show in a little theater in Times Square, and I was doing this bit where I was making fun of TV commercials. So I was doing all these different voices, and I had a lady come up to me after my show and said, excuse me, do you have an agent? And I said, no, I don't. She goes, here's my card, you need to call me. And, pardon me. Hello? Hi, I'm on stage right now. I'll call you back. Bye. Okay, where was I? Oh, so I was getting an agent, yes. So,
You need to call me.
what's that?
You need to call me, that's what.
Yes. You need to call me. So yes, and so my first job was a Rolling Rock radio spot. It was my very first audition, and I booked it. So how you guys can get started, because it's a really fun job. I'm going to tell you this. It's very challenging, it's very, very competitive, but don't let anybody tell you that you can't do it. If it's something you want to go after, go for it. I'm going to give you some ideas to start. You guys know, D. Bradley Baker. Very, very successful voice actor. Dee Bradley Baker put together an amazing website called iwanttobeavoiceactor.com. I highly recommend you give it a look because he really just lays it out, okay? Everything you need to know to get started in this industry. Did they not let you? Was it a no-go? Huh? Oh, okay, cool. But literally anything that you would like to know, that's all good. Anything that you would like to know about getting into the industry, man, go to that website because he really laid it out. Another thing that I would really recommend that you do is do as much theater as you can. It's really the best way. Thank you so much. Sharon, ladies and gentlemen. Round of applause for Sharon. It is super helpful to get on stage and actually do it because acting is acting. Voice acting, acting. I do a lot of on-camera, like guest starring roles on NCIS, The Mentalist, stuff like that. And I'm theater trained. So take classes. If you're still in school, do the theater that's at your school. Really, I can't recommend it enough. Number one, it's fun. And two, you're going to meet people, and that's how you network, my man. Okay, by taking classes. I teach voice acting, and I have gotten some of my students jobs. I have helped them get agents. So that's how you network. Take classes. Make sure that you're taking a class from a reputable person, okay, that has credits in the industry, that knows what they're talking about. Because it's very easy for somebody to just take your money. Okay? Yes?
Well, I've heard of you and Matt Mercer pretending to be each other.
Oh, yes. You know what, Matt Mercer, what he's asking me about is there's a convention that he and I are going to be attending, MomoCon, in Atlanta in May. I think it's Memorial Day weekend. And Matt's just a funny guy, and I started doing my Matt Mercer impression, just hanging out with him, and I just started mimicking him, and then, I don't know, I just got the idea. One day I was like, I'm gonna get a wig, because they had asked me, will you please make an announcement, make a short video so that we can announce you at closing ceremonies this year? And so I said, sure. And I don't know what I was thinking, but I just decided to go get a wig and do my best Matt Mercer impression. And so I made my announcement as Matt Mercer, and Matt saw it and immediately turned around and got a ball cap. And the black t-shirt, even the black t-shirt, and apparently I fold my arms a lot because he had me down pat. It's pretty good. Go check it out. It's online. It's a funny video. Both Matt Mercer are doing each other.
I'm definitely looking forward to seeing those.
Yes, yes. Good stuff. Yes!
Yeah, I saw you when you were at NECOCON. What have you been doing since then?
Oh my gosh, what haven't I been doing since then? NECOCON, fantastic convention. Had a terrific time there. Highly recommend it if you're in the area. What I've been doing since then, I've been working, what I can talk about Al Noah Zero. I was working on Al Noah Zero. I worked on a video game that I can't talk about. I worked on another video game that I can't talk about. And I worked on a children's TV show called Bodge. And lots of traveling and lots of auditions. I had a few other appearances after that, and then for the holidays, traveled up to my in-laws up in northern Idaho. Beautiful. 2 feet of snow up there. It was incredible. Absolutely gorgeous. Yeah.
Awesome. Are you going to host another game show?
Am I going to host another game show?
Yeah, like you did at NECOCON.
Oh, you mean like during... Hey, if they asked me to, they asked me at NECOCON to do that last minute, and I'd be totally down for it. That was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. That was good. Let's go with you, and then you, and then you. Go ahead. Oh, that's awesome. How did I come up with the idea? Okay, so what he's talking about is the anime series Gunsword. And Gunsword, I actually used that anime to propose to my wife. Yeah, and so what we did is, I was like, okay, I'm getting ready to pop a question about the ring, and I was like, I gotta do this creative. And so what I did is I was working with Liam O'Brien. He was directing, and so I said, Liam, I'm gonna pop the question to my girl, And I was thinking maybe if there's a scene in the very first episode where Vaughn, the character that I play, is down on one knee talking to a female character, Wendy. And so I said, I want to take, and let's just get rid of that dialogue, I'm going to totally dub it over. And so we very quickly wrote out the dialogue, and I took it home, and we recorded it, and I had it on a little disc. And I took it home, and she came over, and I was like, hey, you know, I'm working on this show. You got to check this out. It's pretty cool. And so I was thinking that I was being super romantic, and it starts playing, and of course, the animation's going. He's down on one knee, and the dialogue stops, and I go, oh, excuse me, I need to go off script. Will you marry me? You know, whatever my proposal. And so I'm expecting, like, tears, and oh my God, that's the most romantic thing. She looked at me and just laughed. She's like, are you kidding me? And I was like, no! Are you gonna say yes? And she's like, yes! So, but what was cool about that is that the Japanese caught wind of it, and they actually thought it was really clever, and they liked it so much that they asked for my permission to include it as a DVD extra in the release of the series. So if you watch Gunsword and you have it on DVD, you can actually watch me propose to my wife. I'm so romantic, I know. Can't help myself. But it's really cool. It's a fun story. And now, because we have a 2-year-old daughter now, and so when she gets old enough, she'll actually be able to see Daddy propose to Mommy, which I think is really cool. You had a question? No, you know what? My schedule is so busy now that I don't have the time to do that.
That's a good, you don't want to move up any closer?
I'm way too busy.
Huh?
I've got so much going on that whenever you do
They're right
stand-up
over there. I'm
theater
gonna go
or any of
meet
those
Taylor
types
at the
of shows,
elevator
it's
because he didn't know
time
where the room was.
And it's really fun, and I can't recommend it enough. But yeah, I don't do it anymore just because I'm too busy. And plus, I've got a 2-year-old.